Hello everybody and welcome back to the mining and construction economy map. What we've got to do in the next probably 2 episodes is a bit of contracting for the local highways council, which is basically going to involve resurfacing this stretch of road. As you can see, all of the machines are here, but they are lacking the ingredients they require to produce a lovely new surface. So we've got 2 different materials that we're going to have to bring over here. Wow, that is a nice looking machine. Never seen that before. But yes, what we've got to do is bring over some tout-venant, which I believe is a French word, which I think it is just basically a mixture of crumbled up stone and sand. Basically this stuff here. But they have run out. As you can see, the grader has run out of it and it needs to be filled up. Tout-venant is this is the tipping point for it. And every time we tip a load, we will essentially be paid a certain amount for it. So the people who are working here have obviously stopped, but as soon as we bring a load over, they can continue. And once we have brought the delivery of tout-venant, we'll be love saying that word. We'll be bringing over the load of asphalt as well for the top layer. You can see they've got a bit left in here, but they are running out. So we must be fast at producing both of these 2 things. The asphalt is going to require quite a lot of ingredients, including tar, but the tout-venant is very easy. In fact, we should be able to make it in no time at all. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I hope tomorrow we'll be able to do the asphalt, but we'll just have to see how we go. So yes, we need to go over to the quarry and start mining. This of course means using the CAT 745C dump truck. We have got 2 of these. I think really 2 is going to be plenty. It's not like the gold where you have to refine it all. It is basically just going to be a load of stone put into a process that's going to crush it all down into 3 different products. I think it is crushed stone, sand and stone powder, something like that, but either way we only need a couple of those 2 ingredients for the first product we're going to be producing. So the stone is actually in 2 different locations. You can mine it with just simply a wheel loader, or if you want to, you can use an excavator. The trigger for the excavator is simply for an excavator, nothing else at all, purely for that. But we're not going to be going to that one today, we're just going to be doing it here. We're going to use the very large wheel loader. If we don't get stuck in the mud first, wow, that is probably not the best place to go to. But yes, here is our wheel loader. Let us begin. We'll begin loading. Right, so let's jump into it. So let's just start it up. And as you'll know from the previous mining episode, I have increased the values of the capacity of the bucket, but I think it's quite a good figure. Nothing too stupid. 25,000 litres is what we're going for. Originally it is 11,000. But the main reason for this is really just so we can fill up these dumpers much faster. If I wanted to, I could set the value so high I could fill a dumper with just 1 bucket load, but that would just be a little bit crazy and over the top, and it would just really defeat the object of loading it up with a wheel loader. You might as well just have it instantly spawn in there. We have to keep the fun, we mustn't eliminate it. So yeah, bucket load number 2. It should take exactly 4 bucket loads, providing I don't miss nothing or spill a bit. Now one thing which I probably should do actually in future is use a bulldozer and drive it into the trigger, which will produce the stone and then push it into a pile and then load it up from the pile. Just because that way you can actually see what we're loading. Here it's just going into a trigger and automatically appearing in the bucket. This method still works, it's just it could look better. It is actually a recommendation for the mod to use a bulldozer first, so I think I will do next time. Right, so this will be the first dumper full. There we go. We'll get it pulled out of the way, and then we can get the next one into position. Look at the amount that it's filled. Did I miss 1 litre? It would appear I did. don't want to crash into it. That would not be good. They are fairly expensive, these machines. We can't go bulldozing our way through the other machine with this one. Right, so that can wait there until the other one is full. And then it's going to be over to the stone crusher, which is actually very close to the Goldmaster, which you'll have seen from most of my other mining videos. But this is really construction. This is the construction side of the map instead of mining. Although we are actually, mining the stone. We're just not finding any gold. Right, so I'm going to continue and I'll show you the final bucket load in a second. And here we go. Bucket load number 4. 100,000 litres. Which will bring a total of 200,000, which is just astonishing. You wouldn't have thought there was 200,000 litres here, but there is. So it's going to take a little while for that to process and obviously be broken down into sand and other different things, but we have loads of time. We will have to increase the time rate though for this to happen, otherwise it will take forever. I actually don't know how long it would take for 200,000 litres of stone to process, but I think it would be a very long time. Hopefully that is going to be able to follow us okay without any problems, and I don't think we're going to take over 100 tonnes through the muddy puddle. We would likely get stuck. Right, the lights can be turned off. We'll put the beacon on though. We'll try and pick up momentum as well for climbing the big hill. Seems to be following us okay, which is nice, instead of getting stuck. Oh, muddy puddle. Oh, we do not want to go in there. Don't tip it over either. Ow, ow. Oh, that was not advised. Don't follow me, whatever you do. Yes, the mod is called Follow Me, so it's followed me. Big mistake. I should have put an offset on very quickly. But yeah, good, it is following us, and yeah, the place where we're going to tip is just through here. As you can see, we have the 3 conveyor belts with the different things. We've got the gravel, the sand, and I think it is stone powder. But yeah, we have to tip this first of all. Let me just move this out of the way, it is a bit in the way, this lorry. But yeah, you can see the way it goes through the conveyors. Ow, no, don't go down there. Again. Not advisable. It needs to go in here, as you can see. In which case, actually, maybe we shouldn't move the lorry out of the way. It's just sticking out a bit, that's all. For loading up. But I think it is stone powder. Yeah, stone powder, so yeah, it's not in the way at all. Take it around here, and it can begin to break it down into different things. Oh yes, and we still have loads of tailings as well, which is the byproduct of the gold. So we'll get that tipped in there. And I'll do the same for the other one. And the second one. Yeah, so basically, while this is happening, what we're going to have to do is go back down to the quarry and get a load of water. I'm not too sure exactly how much water we're going to require. Is that full? I think it is actually at its breaking point there. It's got so much. Yep, so that can just be turned off. And hopefully the handbrake is going to hold it in place. Yep, good. So yeah, we're going to have to just wait. It's going to be a bit of a waiting game, since there's nothing else we can really do except for collect water while this is happening. But I mean, you can see how fast it's actually processing. Fairly fast. Gravel, sand, and powder. I don't actually know what the stone powder is for at this stage, but today we just need sand, gravel, and the water to mix together. The processor for the tout-venant is just at the end there. You can see like the black silo. That's where it's going to be going to, and that is of course where we're going to have hopefully a very good mixture. I'm going to increase the time to times 60. It doesn't want to be so fast that it's nighttime instantly, but we do need to have it fast enough for us to actually be able to get a certain amount of gravel and sand today. And yes, the configuration of this thing is still set ridiculously high, so it can have, I don't know, 400,000 litres of water or something stupid, maybe even more actually, maybe over 1 million litres. But we're just going to be taking about 100,000, which I'm hoping will be sufficient, but if we need to get more, then it's not exactly far. Now when we come on to do the asphalt tomorrow, we do need to go over to a different yard, which is where you can get fuel and tar. We don't need the fuel, but we certainly do need the tar. So I don't know if this is compatible with tar. Maybe the fuel version will be. I can always check, it won't be too hard, but we just basically need a tanker which will support tar. Okay, so that is 112,000 litres of water. We're sitting deep in the mud there. We'll take it up to the processor, and this will be the very first part of the mix. I think what we're also going to have to do is bring the wheel loader up as well from down here, since I can't see another way of loading the sand and the gravel. That would just be the most obvious way of doing it. And I promise you, in the next episode or two, we will definitely be expanding this dirt track, because I cut across here way too often, and the main reason for it is just because it just seems to be a great way to cut across. The entrance is over there, and it seems more sensible than going through all the mud. Right, I can't quite see the dials from over here, but you'd have thought it would have processed quite a bit in this time. Okay, water goes there. That is the tout-venant on the right hand side, that's where you can basically load it up, and the sand and the gravel go in the same trigger just there. So nice and simple. It's all contained in the same area. And that truck needs to move. If it doesn't require too much water, I should think we have too much, and this will stop. This will be a very good indication as to how much we do need. It could be just 33% of each. I don't know. We'll soon find out. It did take it all. So I think that is going to be plenty for today. After all, it's just a small stretch of road. They really aren't going to require too much. The rest we could just sell. But yeah, let's just head over here and see how the progress is getting on. Wow, look at that, 43,000 litres of sand and a very impressive 11,000 of gravel. Again, I don't know the exact mixture requirements, but I really would have thought that we'll be able to get plenty just from the first 5 minutes of processing. So this can go into position. This one is empty, but we are indeed going to have to go and get the wheel loader to fill it up. And I think we do have another dumper. Yes, we do. So one can have the stone and one can have the sand. Okay, we'll try and risk it through the mud with this. It should be fine. Yeah, easy. The dumpers hate it. We do also have 25,000 litres of stone in the bucket. We'll just basically tip it into the processor just to add to it. The more the better, I suppose. Because for every litre that we sell of any product actually, is going to be another step towards our goal of 2 million, but we're almost there anyway. In fact, we've been there before. It is very easy to make money on this map. Here we are. Yeah, the dumper is still there. See if we can empty it. Hopefully we can do. Fantastic. And then, yeah, if we can, we'll put this into here too. Time is getting on. Why isn't it moving? I think it was stuck. So I think we can slow the time down just slightly, otherwise it's going to be dark. But I've got a big job now, loading up some sand and gravel. First things first, we'll go for the sand just because there's more of it. I think we do just, yeah, drive into here somewhere. There will be a trigger. There we go. Wow, it fills instantly. It makes it super easy. So just as much as we can get, really. It could be a full load. Yeah, it does. It actually does fill just with a click of your fingers. It's 0 to 25,000 litres. Come on. Yep, there we go. How much is left? 37,000, I think. So it is going to be just short of a full load. But I think that is going to be okay. We don't technically need this final bucket load. And as it's here, we'll pick it up. That has totally emptied the pile. Good, okay, so yeah, the first dumper is full. As for the gravel, there won't be half as much. As you'll know, it is much, in fact, yeah, one bucket load. The pieces are much bigger, so obviously you have less of it. I wonder if that'd be enough. I don't really know how much gravel we need. All we can do is do a bit of trial and error. If I turn that off there, we'll go and tip both these loads and see what the processor thinks of what we've put in it. He'll probably think, you fool, we're supposed to have loads of gravel, not sand. Right, gravel first. In it goes. And then, yeah, just one more part to the mix, and then we should have quite a bit of it being produced. 90% full, 90,000 litres. Who knows, it may require much more sand. If it does, then perfect. This can be produced overnight, and then we can go to the Roadworks tomorrow morning. I'm surprised that isn't tipping. Interesting idea here. It would appear that the only way to get the sand into the area where it should be is to dump it and then push it in there with a bucket. You can't actually go up to the tipping point and just press I on the keyboard. So it slows it down quite a bit, but at least we can get it in there. I'll try again. Nope, you can't tip. I have to just tip it here. And we push it in with the wheel loader, and it just seems to work. Very simple. Now, is that going to be enough? You really would have thought it would be 33% of each that's going to be in the mixture, but I suppose 33% water would make it very sloppy, so who knows. All we can do is see what is consumed, and then if we need to have a top up with one of them, we can do. So if I put that time back to something much faster, I always press the map, so annoying. And yeah, see how it gets consumed. Okay, yep, maybe lacking gravel, I'm not too sure. How much do we have? Oh, quite a lot, 22,500 so far. It's pretty good. Yep, definitely lacking gravel. But that's not a bad start at all. The production area has been working flat out all night, and it has produced 41,000 litres of tout-venant. So what we're going to do is load it up and take it down to the Roadworks site. They have been waiting only for a few days for us, so yeah, at least we're going to turn up in the end. And there you can see in the back of the dumper, we have got this crushed stone and sand mixture, which is going to be perfect for going underneath the asphalt. So yeah, as soon as possible we need to get the asphalt created, and then we'll be able to deliver that as well, hopefully for a very good price. I know that councils don't usually pay an awful lot of money for people, but maybe this time we'll be able to get a good deal. There we go, right. So, let's make our way down there. It is actually quite a long way from here, but this dumper can go 52 miles per hour, which is not bad at all. Unless it's just saying that, maybe it won't do 52. We will soon find out. An objective for the rest of this episode is to try and get this dumper to 52 miles per hour. Oh my goodness. Oh, made me jump out my skin. Good grief. Hello. Oh. Have you ever seen such a scary set of teeth? Ah. Okay, that's just a little bit weird. So, yes, let's just get down to the construction site, and then we can get paid. No more going in cab view if you're going 52 miles per hour. It makes the teeth appear. Maybe they're not ours. Has anybody lost their teeth? Anybody? We can always claim them. I think it's fairly safe to say we can indeed get to 52 miles per hour. Easy. It is a fast dumper. It would never do this off-road though. I did try and drive it flat out in the quarry, and it got about 22 miles per hour. Any grapes on there yet? I'm looking for grapes on the vine, but I can't seem to get them to grow. I would like to do a grape harvest. Here we are. Let's deliver. I actually have no idea what it's going to be worth. Here goes. Well, they haven't been yet. It does seem to be worth quite a bit. £39,435. Certainly nothing like the gold, but yep, it is another thing for us to do. So that is impressive. So that grader can now go over there and spread it out. Can then be rolled by the JCB. And then the asphalt is just here. And that is what we need to produce. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, it's going to be a 2-part mini-series of Roadworks. Until tomorrow, see you again soon. Bye for now.